Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from La Trappe and it's the Witte Trappist White Trappist beer at 5.5% ABV, and it says here on the bottle, the only Trappist white beer in the world that is unfiltered and undergoes secondary fermentation in the bottle. Pour the yeast into the glass when serving. It's quite interesting and it's quite a bold statement to say. Is this true? Do you know of any of the Belgian white beers in this style that unfiltered, filtered? Well, we're looking for unfiltered and bottle conditioned. I'm sure there's going to be some out there. Okay, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Look at that, I love that. Smoky opening. So it's going to be a white beer then. Belgian white. Expecting it to be nice and carbonated, which it is. And it is very clear. Look at that. Look how pale that looks. It's very straw coloured. Loads of nice carbonation rushing up the middle of the glass. It's a 3-finger white head. But I'm just impressed just how pretty this beer looks. I will get the rest of the bottle conditioned unfiltered yeast in when I've got a bit of room. But for now, let's get the aroma then on this very pale coloured beer. Spicy lemon. It's like you're walking down a lemon grove on a lovely hot day. You kind of picked one and you kind of squeezed it in your hand and smelt it, and it's that lovely feeling I get, or the nice thoughts you get of good sunny hot days. It smells dry. It smells of that Belgian yeast strain that's very typical of these beers. It's a fruity yeast. But I'm going to dive in. Cheers. Wow. Very dry. Very dry beer. Very crisp though. It's mouth puckering. It's a clean taste. It's very wheaty. Picking up a lot of that grain. It is floral. It is that lovely candied fruit. Like a candied sugar sweet beer, which goes really well with the yeast. That dryness, that fruity estuary kind of lemon spice, bit of white pepper. It's very good. I'm going to get that yeast in the glass, which they specifically asked at the beginning, or on the side of the bottle I should say. Okay, so now this is a very, very different looking beer. Still got that lovely carbonation, but look at that, it almost looks, it looks like superhero juice, if you like. You kind of, this is the kind of thing they would have on a film set of Spider-Man or something, or the Hulk or something, where he'd drink it and he'd transform into this crazy one-eyed monster. You certainly kind of, wow, just look at it. It looks a luminous kind of yellow in the light. Very murky, kind of mysterious looking drink now. But I love it. I love the yeast. Smells the same. Let's see if it tastes any different. It's just a pinch chalky, but I don't mind that. Again, it kind of leaves a little bit of kind of residue on the top of your mouth, but as long as them flavours are there, it's really good. It's a very, very good beer. I just always like to kind of quickly explain what the bottle condition process is if we got any new viewers who are getting into beer. Now, the bottle condition elements of this beer, pardon me, is, see the carbonation? If I turn the glass around here, you can really see it rushing up the glass, and that's not forced carbonated. It's not a forced carbonated beer. It's a beer where they've added a little bit of yeast in the bottom of the bottle, they've re-fermented the beer, and it's kind of creating that lovely carbonation. It's done naturally. Right, La Trappe Witte Trappist Ale at 5.5% ABV. How do we rate it? And please, again, let me know in the comments box, is this the only Belgium style white Trappist beer that is unfiltered with a bit of yeast in the bottle, as they're suggesting? Cheers. Of course, apart from home brews don't count. Not that they don't matter, but commercially, I'm talking commercial. Okay, this beer, I really like it. It's very refreshing, it's crisp, it's drinkable. It's all the things I mentioned before with the candied fruit, the lemon, the white pepper. It's very good. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 for me, Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers!